What is our first main topic today?
Well, our first main topic comes to us from Javid G. Hello, John and Rob. I was truly saddened to read about the passing of Ned Beatty. I know he played many important roles and even got an Oscar nomination, but I'll always remember him as Otis in Superman. Otisburg. He brought the delight and humor to that movie that is part of what made it so iconic. I'm wondering what your favorite memories of him are. Thanks. Well, John, I have to tell you that Ned Beatty was a favorite character actor of mine. The first time I saw him was, of course, in the movie Deliverance.
Yeah.
John Borman's Deliverance with Burt Reynolds and Ronnie Cox. The actor Ronnie Cox, who played Dick Jones in RoboCop, wrote a great remembrance of Ned Beatty, his friend that he'd known since the late 50s or 60s, and they were in plays together. So that's definitely something to check out. But he was in like Robert Altman's Nashville. My favorite role of his was probably in Network, the movie Network.
That's what he got his Academy Award nomination for.
He gives a speech in Network. If you haven't seen Network, it is more prophetic now than it was in the 70s. And it was basically about the television business. It was written by Patty Chayefsky, and he was amazing in that. And you know what else he was really good in? He was in the TV series Homicide: Life on the Street. That is a phenomenal cop show, and he was in that show. I think most of the duration of that series, but he has so many great roles. But he never really broke through as like a leading man. He was a great character actor, and man, I was really a big fan of his. CNN wrote Ned Beatty's first film role gained him lasting notice in the 1972 film Deliverance as one of 4 Georgia men who go on a harrowing canoe trip. I would say it was harrowing. He was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor for 1976's Network. He played the bumbling Otis in 78 Superman and had countless other theater, TV, and movie roles. He was once hailed by Daily Variety as the busiest actor in Hollywood. He really classed up the joint. I kind of love when he did sort of his Southern Fried or Texan captain of industry / good old boy. That's kind of what he was doing in Network. But he was also a very intelligent. Not that they're not, people like that aren't, but he was. I don't know. There was just something about him that he really leapt off the screen, and he was fearless. I mean, he could do anything. And when he played Otis, he had no problem. Mr. Luthor, how do you not love when he's introduced in Superman? There's the John Williams piece of music, "The March of the Villains." It's just perfectly captured as you're watching him. It's just, it's so great. He will be missed, but he lived a great life and had a great career. So while I'm sad we're not going to ever get any more of his performances, he left so much great work to us, and he will be missed. What do you think, John?
Well, I mean, I remember just a few years ago, I remember coming across this great video where it was Ned Beatty, I think it was John Voight and Robert Reynolds, Burt Reynolds, I should say, talking about Deliverance and stuff like that. It's one of the coolest kind of actor roundtable things I've ever seen. And of course, there's Network, which he got an Academy Award nomination, and that speech, obviously. But I've got to go with Javid, who wrote in and said, I cannot help but think of him in Superman. I mean, and I love the way Javid put it, because it really was a thing with, obviously you had Christopher Reeve and you had Lex Luthor there and all that kind of stuff, but it was his Otis that brought a completely different dimension and layer to the movie that Gene Hackman and Christopher Reeve didn't. They brought other things to the movie, but he really brought in, I don't know, Rob, the word I'm looking for maybe is lovability. He brought this lovability to it. And that was part of the reason, I think he was kind of the unsung hero, if you will, about one of the reasons why this thing became so iconic, became so memorable. And obviously, again, Hackman and Reeves, obviously we think about them, and well-deservedly so. But man, what he was able to bring to it, I just thought was great. And whenever I would see him pop up, no matter what else he did, Academy Award nominations or not, I would always think about him as Otis. And that's why it worked for me so well. So all of our thoughts to those who were family and friends of the great Ned Beatty. And again, it was a celebration really of the incredible life and career that this dude lived. And he will be remembered. Guys, question is for you. When you think of Ned Beatty, what's the first thing your mind goes to? Jump on down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Okay, guys.